and Shalom. All praise to the Most High, Yahweh, Ba'asham, Yahushai, Ba'ashabu Kakradash, and double honor to the elders of GMS and to all the sincere brethren that are laboring the truth across the world, and also to all the sincere brethren and sisters that are listening to the truth. And I pray this may be another edifying lesson. Whoever the Most High want to hear it, let it be heard. And before I begin this lesson, I'd like to introduce the true name of the Heavenly Father, which is Yahweh, and the name means He exists. And the true name of the Son is Yahushua Mashiach, which means the Redeemer or the Deliverer, and He's only coming to redeem His people, which is the nation of Israel, which identifies the so-called Negroes, so-called Latinos, and so-called Native Americans, and they live in all four corners of the world. They look like the other nations and practice the custom of the other nations as well. And I will begin the lessons right now. And the title of the lesson will be the current situation that's going on in Texas right now. It's like a dust storm, which is attacking also the state of Oklahoma, I believe so. Yeah, Texas and Oklahoma. And for the past few years, man, Texas has been catching hell, man. It's like it's not a coincidence, because as we all know, like Texas oftentimes want to separate themselves from the rest of the U.S. because a lot of Edomite, like I want to say like a redneck, we can also say white supremacists. People, it's like I think it's like a open carry state. Like people carry weapons. They want to separate themselves from the rest of the U.S. They want to create like they still like have like a Confederate mindset. And the elite, on the other hand, they don't want that. They most likely want to use Texas as like one, because Texas is like a massive land, man. It's like a massive hot area, and there's a lot of stuff you can do in Texas. And like right now they're taking a lot of damage. And I was reading like an article, and people, it's like a short clip I saw, and people, it's the first thing people say, man, it's a bio weapon that Esau is using that's causing that. And the perfect verse I got for that is like Ecclesiasticus chapter 12 verse 10, when it says like never trust your, let me get it, Ecclesiasticus 12 and 10. Ecclesiasticus 12 and 10, which says, never trust thine enemy, for as iron rusted, so is his wickedness. So that we can basically, so we can't trust Esau, man, because when the people say from the comment section is that could be like the harp, Esau's using the harp. That may very well be a possibility, because let me see what the harp means again. I forgot what it meant. It means like I just type harp and it say instantly Texas. It says, is harp still operating? It's a high frequency active auroral research program. Basically, the facility is under the University of Alaska, and not the U.S. Air Force. No, that's not what I'm looking for. Anything, there's an article that says it's Texas cloud seeding. So basically, never trust thine enemies, for as iron rusted, so is wickedness, man. Because right now we can't trust Esau. It may very well be like a weapon, because Esau wanna fast forward his agenda, which is shaping the populations, control the masses, and one of the hardest areas to control will be like areas like where Edomites have weapons, like such as Texas. I mean, Esau can very well drop like a drone on the lap then, but he doesn't want to. That will bring more civil unrest, more distrust from the population. So he has to do things gradually. Like when you're watching, like in the Middle East or in Africa, like Esau will drop a bomb and nobody will give a damn, because like or give each other weapons to kill each other. But in a Western country where they so-called civilized, they cannot come to the people just genocide them, killing them. So they have to create problem, such as like damaging the people from the food that they consuming, create like the class seeding, like create like storms, earthquakes. So similar to what's happening in Hawaii, California, New York situation. Also, what else? What happened somewhere like down south? What was it again? I think Myrtle Beach, and that's something that happened around October. It's like a I think like a flood situation. So Esau in the U.S. is using that kind of tactic. It's creating the same thing, like a more chaos. And let me just try to read an article. And all these things start happening after the blood moon. Dust storm in Texas, because that was when I was reading. And the other thing is, all this people, although this dust storm is doing a lot of damage, but they always tell you we have few people that get killed, blah blah blah. It's never like a huge amount of people. ESO never says a lot of people, always downsize the numbers. And what's the article I was reading? Damn it, what's that thing I was reading? I can't find out. I was reading an article real quick. I'm just gonna read another one, probably similar to it. It says dust storm wreak havoc in Texas. Oklahoma has at least 10 injured in multiple crashes. That can very well be more people die and injured, but they're not gonna report that. If there's like cause you know the reason I said that is when you watch like storms that happen in countries like India, they always show you like oh, we got a train crash, and they tell you like 300 people die, and we got like a storm, you hear like 100,000+ people die. But when it comes to the US, you have the same exact storm that would happen, but they'll tell you we got 10 people that die, we had 10 people die and 50 people injured. Same exact storm, but two different places, but we got two different numbers. So when we get those low numbers, people in America be like, oh, it's just like a couple people that die, and it's not a big deal. So it says like at least 10 injuries in multiple crashes, and at least 10 people have been injured in crashes across Oklahoma and Texas. Across Oklahoma and Texas, only 10 people. Oklahoma and Texas are two huge areas, but only 10 people die. As powerful as dust storm fuel 60 to 85 miles per hour, wind gusts drop visibility to 0. Yeah, there's like a visibility issue over there. People can't barely see where they're going. So that's gonna create like a breathing problem, because you have to breathe a lot of dust. I'm guessing people are gonna start rapping, they're putting masks on their face. So that's gonna mess up with their lungs also. And what was that? 60 to 85 miles per hour. Wind gusts drop visibility to near 0 along highways and interstates Friday afternoon. So all these things were happening basically yesterday. Four of the injuries include 2 medics doing a multi-vehicle crash involved an ambulance amid an intense dust storm near Blackwell, Oklahoma. And that crash happened about 1:30 p.m. as Newkirk's ambulance 56 was returning from a hospital in Blackwell and ran into 0 visibility conditions along Highway 11 in Doolin, according to Newkirk Fire Department and EMS. And here come well, that's the photo they showed, and just in case fair use, that's the photo of the crash. But we know there's more of that, so I'm done reading. So let me just get scriptures now. And that storm only gonna create like when things starting to get back to normal, it's gonna create like more chaos, man. Because people not gonna be able to help themselves. Because as we've been seeing for the past few years, like whenever there's those chaos that are happening, like Esau don't help the population at all. They only say, oh, I'm gonna send like a couple $100 I'm gonna give you $500 just to get your daily needs, like a food and your water and drinks, or health. If we want to help you for your health, because there's gonna be a lot of people that have like a respiratory problem right now, because the dust they're inhaling it for the past. They're gonna inhale it for a couple of days. So there's a lot of people that's gonna go to the hospital, and hospital is gonna be packed to the point that they won't be able to help people. So people are gonna start taking matters into their own hands. So the only people and the only people that's gonna be able to be like in a good positions are Lord willing, the Most High have mercy on those elects that live around these areas. So there's the only one that the Most High gonna go into shield anyway. So that's what I was gonna read, Isaiah 54 verse 17. Isaiah 54:17, which basically talks about like a no weapons, but no weapon that is formed against thee shall prosper, and shall prosper. So basically, like no weapons like the enemy has on the elect will prosper, because the Most High gonna protect us. It's gonna be like a shield to guard us around. It's gonna be like a shield to protect the elect that live over there, man. And it says like every tongue that shall rise against thee in judgment that shall condemn. So anybody that that raise the voice or try to say bad stuff to you, basically they're gonna be condemned. You're gonna curse them. And this is the heritage of the servants of the Lord. So this is gonna be like benefits that the servant of the Lord will have. So whoever like the hopeful elects are around this area, they're not gonna be panicking. I can guarantee you Esau will be like, hey, there's gonna be like a dust storm coming the next 24 hours. I want everybody to evacuate it. If there's a elect around this area, they're gonna take heed to those words and evacuate it. But in Babylon the Great, people have a listening problem. When they tell them something, they always stop it. Yeah, we do whatever we want. Don't tell us what to do. And when the chaos happening, so now they're gonna put first responders' life at risk. Because if I was the president or the governor and I send that warning and people don't listen, I'm gonna flat out tell the first responders, don't even waste your time helping those people, man, because they gone anyway. And the only people that you're supposed to help are people that if they take heed and the storm came and they try to escape, they couldn't escape it. Those people you can give a hell. But the people that refuse to take heed to the words, don't even bother waste your time. And that's what the scripture always talking about. Like when the prophets of the Lord coming on the highways and byways, or on the internet and telling the people, hey, here's what's gonna happen. America is gonna be destroyed. You have to turn to the Most High. He's your nationality, and they don't take heed. You just move on. You just shake the dust off your boot and just move on to the next one, to the next town. And it says, this is the heritage of the servants of the Lord, and their righteousness is of me, saith the Lord. And the Lord says, like, let me see. This is basically, the Lord said, the Lord and their righteousness is me. So that's the Lord that's talking. It's like his righteousness, like, give me 1 second. This is the heritage of the servant of the Lord, and their righteousness is of me, said the Lord. And it's like the Lord, the vindication will be of him, basically. And the next one I was gonna read is Matthew 24 verse 12. And I'm reading that because through that storm, a lot of people gonna be in a horrible situations because they won't be able to help themselves and help their family. So which means they loves basically the scripture said the love of many will wax worse, because they can't help themselves, they can't provide themselves. And when people are backed up against the wall, and on top of that they got nothing to lose. So a person that have nothing to lose really don't give a damn. So if he wants something, he's gonna take it. Like the guy go to the hospital, he needs meds, and they won't give him meds, or he has like a long line, and he just lost his house, and he probably lost a family member or a friend. He's gonna be like in a position where he don't give a damn anymore. He's like, when they tell him, hey, wait a couple hours, he's like, no, I don't want to wait a couple hours. I want this medication, and I want it now. If you don't want to give it to him, he probably has a gun on him, unalive that person. So that's where people are gonna enter right now. So that's why I say Matthew 24 and 12, which is Matthew 24 and 12 is and because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. Because sin is like is running wild, the love of many will wax cold. And like I said earlier, people will not give a damn about anybody anymore, man. And when you go down and say, but he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved. So basically, it's those that endure to the very end, those are the ones that's gonna be saved, and those people are gonna be the elect. If there's a elect that's suffering around this area, that's suffer like a respiratory problem, and the Most High gonna take care of them. All those people that have like those nice fancy house, the nice bunkers, the nice house that where they have like prepping. The Most High might send like one of the elect one of those house and grab whatever resources that they need. And what else? And the last one I'm gonna read is 2 Timothy 3 verse 1 to 5, which is and I'm gonna read that one in NLT because it will explain it to you very clear. 2 Tim. Timothy 1. No. 3. 1 through 5. It says like 2 Timothy 3 verse 1 through 5. It says, I'm gonna read it NLT. It says, you should know this, Timothy, that in the last days there will be very difficult times. And we are entering those difficult times right now, man. Because like one of the things and he said one of the things is for people who will love only themselves and their money. And we see that every day, man. You see like how people dedicate their life to themselves, man. Like everywhere you turn around, even in kills, man. You see there's like a car crash in the highway. First thing somebody doing, put out their phone, say, oh, we're going live on TikTok right now. There's a car accident going on right now. And they're not even worried about the person. They be like, oh man, let me see how many followers, let me see how many people watch this, and let me see how many people sent me likes. You go to the gym, you see somebody sitting in front of mirrors recording themselves. Not even working. I personally see somebody, I'm walking in the park, somebody get out of the car, take a phone, take a selfie, say I'm at the park, enjoy my beautiful evening walk, then finish recording, go right back in the car, drive away. That's all sign of people is loving themselves and the money, and everything nowadays is all about money. Like a woman would not date a man unless the man makes certain amount of money. Everybody want to be like a self-employed now. I'm an entrepreneur, or everybody want to be a rapper, an athlete. So that's what's gonna bring them the most money. And they will be boastful and proud. And people are boastful and proud right now, man. Everywhere you turn, people are being arrogant. It's all about me. It's me. There's like a me demon that's running around right now, scoffing at the Most High, and everybody's scoffing at the Most High, man. Eventually, the Most High, there's gonna be a day, like it's because the Most High is using the men of the Lord to tell the world what's gonna happen. And what do people do? They scoff. But eventually, when the Jacob trouble is fully implemented, and they're gonna be like in a horrible situation, man, and the Most High gonna put those scoffing moment in their head. When they realize that, they're gonna be in like on a terrifying moment. They probably start begging, please God forgive me, this and that, and the Most High gonna laugh at them. And by laughing, the Most High is not gonna come down on earth, say, this is what you do. He's gonna laugh by using the prophets, the men of the Lord, the hopeful elect. And what was that again? Disobedient to the parents. And people are being disobedient to their parents right now, man. Like kids. There was a time the kids used to be terrified of their parents, man. When your dad tell you no, and that's it. Your dad don't even have to say no. Your dad have to give you a little specific look. And you know, man, if you don't stop that nonsense, you're gonna get an ass whooping. You got little kids, their dad and mom talking to them, and they be, hey, F you, man. I don't care about what you're saying. And then mom would just like stop. Let them do whatever they want to do. And ungrateful, and they being ungrateful. Like you got parents provide everything to their kids, and the kids don't even give a damn anymore. They're like, I don't give a damn. I do whatever I want. Or you buy your kids like a car for their birthday. Oh, I don't want that car. I want that car, but I didn't want it in that color. I wanted this color. That's being ungrateful. They will consider nothing sacred. Everything they do is basically unholy, man, because they so focused on being wicked, man. They will be unloving and unforgiving. And that's that's the world right now, man. When you step out right now, dude, anytime you step out, anytime you see somebody, it's like a, you can open the door for somebody, man. They just walk past by you. You say good morning to somebody, they just walk past by you. They don't even care. They don't even acknowledge you. And people don't forgive each other in those days, man. And they will slander others and have no self-control. And they will be cruel and hate what is good. And today, in this world, people love wickedness. The wickedness is the new good, and good is the new wicked. People cherish wickedness, man. Because the other day, like one of the brothers post that video of the girl that slept with 1,000 men, and people was loving when she was in the pool, and people, I think they was in a pool on spring break, which is very wicked to begin with, and people was loving it, man. People was like, oh my goodness, I got what's it called again, starstruck because she's so famous. People were starstruck of this girl because she slept with 1,000 men and she became like a famous. So that's part of it. People love wicked more and hate it good. What is good? Knowing who, or knowing the name of the Heavenly Father, or following the law of the Most High. What was I? They will betray their friends. That's very self-explanatory right there. People will betray their friends for nothing, for money. A betray can be like one guy can literally take his girl, I mean his best friend, slept with his best friend woman. That's part of betraying as well. Be reckless, be puffed up with pride, and love pleasure rather than the Most High. They will act religious, but they will reject the power that could make them godly. And the rest says stay away from people like that, man. And that's basically everybody that's walking around like your average so-called Christians. They pretend like they are religious, but deep down they don't even follow what the scripture said, because they want to keep living in a wicked. They want to keep living their wicked lifestyles. And I know I don't want to say I went off topic a little bit, because all these things I'm saying right now is things that's going simultaneously, and a lot of those things I'm saying right now is like people gonna start going through those kind of stuff right now, man. People are already doing this kind of stuff, man. So I probably went off topic a little bit, but I pray that was an edifying lesson to the flocks, and whether the Most High want to hear this message, let it be heard. And with that, I'd like to say Shalom.